Hi, welcome to our group's presentation of Growing Towards Sustainable Gardening. My name is Alexa McDonough, and I worked in communications and design for this project.
My name is Cass Bradley, and I worked on design for this project.
My name is Juliet Tonkin, and I worked on research.
Our first step for this project was establishing need. To quote Margaret Wheatley, the most visible example of unintended consequences is what happens every time humans try to change the natural ecology of a place.
Our projects seek to address the need for biodiversity within our local community. The importance of biodiversity is that it builds resilience and it keeps local species happy. It prevents soil erosion and as well as water contamination. So if you've seen like algae blooms, it helps prevent that. Maintaining this resilience of our ecosystem is particularly important with rising sea levels. Okay, so why native plants in particular? Native species have already adapted to live in Central Florida area. This means they are extremely low maintenance, so they're like an easy go-to if you want to have some pretty flowers in your yard that are going to survive on their own. They are meant to be there, so they are not invasive. Because they are not like invasive and don't take over, they allow many species to live in that area, hence biodiversity.
For our project, we wanted to break down our solution to what we found as a problem within our community, and then basically chunk out our final solution into the different age groups that we wanted to impact. The purpose behind our project was to increase native pollinator plant appreciation and education within our community. We broke this plan down into 6 steps, or really 3. One was research, the second was developing these materials, and then the third was sharing these materials both online and to local non-for-profits. So this is Alexa and my realm here with the educational resources. We ended up designing these 3 really great educational resources which are available online. You can download them in a PDF format. These are completely free for use. We created 1 material geared towards elementary students, 1 geared towards new gardeners, and 1 geared towards high schoolers and young adults. Again, these are based in the individual learning styles of these age groups. In the elementary students one, we had some interactive like activities, such as crossword, and that helps younger students gather some information and start figuring out, oh, here's how to apply this. For the new gardeners, it's geared towards people who have a little bit more of an understanding of the native plants, but who want to get more into it. And in our pamphlet geared towards high schoolers and young adults, it is a 3-fold brochure, which is why it may look a little funny on the screen here. But if you look at the top, that has from left to right, that'll be the like inside front cover. The middle is the back, and the right side is the absolute front, as you can see by the title there. And the second page is the inside, so what the pamphlet looks like when it is completely unfolded. It has bright colors, it has smaller chunks of words, but it still has that intermediate level of knowledge assumed, basically.
As with any project, it's important to reflect after you've already completed it. Our project needs to address sustainability on 2 fronts: how our project will outlast us and how sustainability in our ecosystems will continue on. To do so, we have maintained contact between our group and the CEP gardener at Tomoka Prison and the doctors Kramer and Eisen, who work directly with the prison to create the prison garden. And our educational resources are available free for use online and will remain so for as long as the internet is around. There is so much that we've learned along the way with our project. First and foremost, we had to learn how to play to each other's individual strengths because we all have very different backgrounds and very different strengths that coalesce together to make a great project. We also had to learn how to handle the limitations of a short-term project. There was so much we wanted to do to help change our community, and we had so little time to do it. So of course, we learned how to set deadlines, manage our time, and create something out of nothing. We also had to learn how to cater to different age groups. It's easy to teach people who have the same knowledge as us. It is more difficult to teach those who are at square one. And from there, we learned how to do it all together. To surmise, our project was about helping Florida where it needs the most help, with its ecosystems and with maintaining its necessary biodiversity. This project aimed to increase plant appreciation and awareness of the beautiful places that we live. Through the creation of educational materials, especially those that are geared towards younger learners and older learners as well, who are often forgotten about in education, we were able to help spread education and the importance and prevalence of native pollinators and their plants all across Florida. All of our materials are uploaded as PDFs, free for use and easily accessible online, so anyone can have access to them at any point in time. They do not have to pay, they do not have to be enrolled at a university, and they do not have to jump through any hoops to receive them. We would like to give a special thanks to all of the resources that made this presentation possible, including the presentation template as was released by Slide Carnival and the photographs that we used from Unsplash that were free and fair for use. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to give it a listen. We hope that you now understand the importance of educating our communities about the biodiversity and necessity for native plants to be brought back into Florida and our native wildlife. Thank you so much.
Thank you.